technologies, including the AI-enabled autonomous bodies and the cyber attacks and these kind of things. But along with that, of course, the blue economy, the transition from the maritime economy to the blue economy, what are the challenges? And last but not the least will be, of course, climate change. Now the climate change has become the security in the maritime domain. So we'll be talking about as well. So let's begin. And I take the honor to introduce the esteemed guest. The Admiral Muhammad Nazim Al Hasan, Chief of the Naval Staff, Chief of the Navy, Bangladesh Navy. He is the 17th Chief of the Naval Staff. Commissioned in 2006 and 2023, he is holding a portfolio. His academic pursuits include the graduate of Defense Services Command and Staff College, Naval War College, USA, Naval Command Course from USA, and NDC in the Bangladesh. During his 39 meritorious services, the Admiral have been on various command and staff appointments. Some notables are that he had an exclusive honor to command 4 men of wars. He has been the Assistant Chief of Naval Staff Operations, Personnel, Director of Intelligence, DG Civil Military Relations at the Armed Forces Division. He also served as High Commissioner of Bangladesh to Maldives. He was conferred upon Award of Extraordinary Services Medal, that is OSP. So we are very delighted to have you with us. Second on my left is former Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Muhammad Asif Sandela. He has been the Chief of the Navy in 2011 till 2014. Admiral has an illustrious career of 42 years. Admiral Sandela academic pursuits are the Cadet College, Cohort, Britannian Royal College, Dartmouth in UK, National Defence University, and major command and staff appointments, of course, include the Deputy Chief of Naval Staff Operations, Commander Pakistan Fleet, Commander Logistics, and Vice Chief of the Naval Staff. He has an extensive experience in the CMF, led Navy participation in the International Navy Operations at the CTF 150 and 151. Admiral established MOVIN. Nowadays, Admiral, after the retirement, he is serving the nation and he has established the MOVIN Foundation, focusing on the promotion of literacy, building schools all over the country. Sir, it's our honor you are with us. And next we have the Admiral Saif bin Nasser bin Mohsin Al Rabani. Sir, fourth on my left. The Commander of the Royal Navy, Oman. He took office as a Chief of Naval Staff in 2020. Academic pursuits include the Command Staff College, Command Staff course in the Sultanate of Oman, National Defense course in USA, command multiple ships, including Shaban, Oman. Being instrumental in strengthening the regional maritime security operations, particularly with the United States of American Navy, and one of his many diplomatic efforts to promote maritime cooperation and security in the region. So we are delighted to have you with us. And on my left, we have Rear Admiral Shahram Irani, the commander of the Iranian Navy. He joined the Imam Khomeini Naval Science University in 1986. He is Chief of the Naval Staff since August 2021. His academic pursuits are the Khamenei Naval Science University in 1985, Advanced Command and Headquarters degree, expertise in the naval operations and leadership with command posts include the Artish Naval Training Directorate as a commander and the Navy Ops Commander, Artish Naval Area, spearheaded naval diplomacy efforts with Russia, Pakistan, China, and South Africa. Sir, it's our great privilege that you are with us today. Rear Admiral Tushara Karantunga, second last on my left, commander of the Northern Naval Area, that is Naval Sri Lankan Navy. Sir, he took over the command in November 2024. Academic pursuits are the Masters in the Management Sciences from the Journal Sri John Kotelawala Defense University, Masters in Defense Studies, holds postgraduate diploma in the International Relations, Command Staff Course and Defense Services from Sri Lanka, and completed Maritime Research and Rescue course from the Submarine Warfare College in China. Prior to the current commitment, served as a commander of the Southern Naval Area. He worked closely with the commander of the Navy to promote maritime cooperation. Sir, we are very delighted to see you here as well. So the last, we have the mighty woman, Dr. Huma Bakai. Why I said so? Yeah, that's what I said, that she is the rector of Millennium Institute of Technology and Entrepreneurship, which is MITE. So mighty is the might, huh? That's great. So Dr. Saiba, having over 20 years of teaching experience prior to her current appointment, worked as an associate professor, former associate dean at the Institute of Business Administration, and she is also the certified corporate trainer from Germany. She is author of the Rising Competition Between US and China, a modern day tragedy, investing in peace, economic, interdependence in South Asia, and she has been continuously contributing scholarly articles, TV appearances, and a lot of other activities. Ma'am, so very thankful for joining us. So, to open up the session, sir, allow me to ask the Bangladesh Chief of the Naval Staff. Sir, first a little your views about what your experience you have been in here. And then we would like to hear some cardinal points of your vision, how you would like to see the Bangladesh Navy contributing towards the peace and stability in the region. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, Admiral. It's been an honor and privilege to be here in Pakistan. I thank my good friend and colleague, Admiral Naveed Ashraf, the respected Chief of Naval Staff, Pakistan Navy, for inviting Bangladesh Navy to this well-reputed exercise in the region, Exercise Aman, where one of my ship is participating. And also, I thank him for inviting me and asking me to say a few words in the Aman dialogue. It's been a pleasant stay for me so far, and I believe such a grand arrangement of marine cooperation is really unprecedented, and it will go a long way in securing the seas for prosperous future, as is the theme of the Aman dialogue. Ladies and gentlemen, we all are aware of the importance of Indian Ocean region as a whole, and in recent times, of course, the concept is transforming from Indian Ocean region to greater Indo-Pacific, as we see countries collaborating and cooperating, not only from this region, but also from the Pacific region. And we see many participants here who belong to that ocean. We have certain things in common as seafarers. I believe there are three things that I would like to specifically mention. One is the common interest, because sea offers us the common bounties for all littorals, even the landlocked countries. And the second is, of course, we have common responsibilities to keep these seas secured for the greater cause of peace and prosperity of our nations, our people. And third is the, I think, common, I would say, the commonality that we have in terms of unity. Although there are a couple of officers from the land forces, but I will still take the liberty of mentioning a Norwegian proverb that says, the land divides and the sea unites. So that means we, the seafarers, are bonded by the spirit of unity. So keeping those three factors into consideration, I only, because of the paucity of time, I'd only leave some food for thought for the next couple of days to be discussed. I believe the eminent speakers will, of course, discuss those in their own capacities in their respective times. One is for achieving greater peace and stability in the seas and in the oceans, we need to have maritime partnerships, the effective partnerships, that is, because that will give us the common platform and the formal constructs to take our cooperation forward in a formal way and in an effective way. Next is, among the nations, we need to have political will to ensure that, as a whole, the security prevails in the maritime arena, in our waters and beyond. And third are the policy aspects that individually, as nations, we need to adopt different policy aspects which are not only required for securing our own seas, but also for greater peace and stability in beyond the respective EEZs. The capacity building initiatives are, of course, for smaller nations like ours, it's always a constant challenge, and we need cooperation. No country can do it alone these days, as we say, and we must believe it, and we must help each other in developing our capacities. And these regional cooperative initiatives that are there in Africa, in Gulf, among the South Asian countries, in the Southeast Asia, in the form of ASEAN, of course. In the political constructs, the security, maritime security issues should be incorporated so that the forums like the IONS and WPNS becomes more and more effective and efficient in providing the legal and the maritime framework to take our cooperation forward. So these are some of the things that I thought I will mention very quickly. And in the concluding remarks, I would only say that I call for collaboration and shared commitment from all the participants who are present here today. And I hope this dialogue will create a platform from where we can take something substantial, something very concrete, some thoughts, some ideas, and some frameworks so that it becomes meaningful and our cooperations last longer. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it to the projector.
Sir, thank you very much. I think very comprehensive and very elaborate account of the maritime security you have taken into. Thank you very much, sir. I take the liberty to go to Admiral Asif Sandela, sir. I must give one fact that when I joined the Pakistan Navy in 1984-85 in the Naval Academy, the Admiral was our divisional officer as well. So I take this honor today as well. It goes with me. So, sir, it's been over a decade now that you relinquished your post. And if we scale back in time in 2014, And there was a task force going along, commanded by the Commodore Asif Sandila, the tsunami. And about, if I recollect, 370 foreigners, those who were washed away, and you were able to manage to rescue them. So how was that experience? And the question it relates to, can we have a collaborative mechanism in our region to combat these kind of national disasters? So.
Thank you, Said. Before I answer your question, I must also do some, because I've put in some work to what I am going to talk about. I wasn't very sure this will be the first question. I really wanted to bring out importance of undersea cables and pipelines. There is a misconception generally that today's communication goes around via satellite. That is not true, actually. More than 95% communications and data transfer takes place through the undersea cables lying on the ocean floor. And it is something like 10 trillion US dollars transfer of funds every day, ladies and gentlemen. That is the magnitude it carries. And there have been some damages to these infrastructures, and the one important one which actually highlighted these undersea structures was in September 2022. You would remember Nord Stream 2 there were explosions, it was struck, and connecting Russia with Germany, and several theories have come about how did it happen. So, and very recently there have been damages to these cables of Finland and Sweden as well. And these have mainly been caused so far either by fishing vessels, anchor drags, wrong anchoring, earthquakes, tsunamis, and interestingly, even vandalism. So these are structures which are actually owned by private companies, and they don't have the government backing except for when they come to the land. And I would like to say that there is a real need to survey, UNCLOS 1982, and then public-private partnership, as these are owned by private companies, and the time to act is now. Otherwise, the interconnected world is in danger, and unfortunately, after 20th of January, this interconnected world is under danger, and we have heard voices like Canada becoming a state of USA. So that is the danger to this world, and we must be careful. Now, coming to your question, I would say we happened to be there, and of course we were not there to do what eventually happened, and at night we were informed that there has been tsunami and we need your help, and of course, thankfully, we were able to bring out, as you said, 370 plus people from various countries at that time. And thankfully, I usually say God saved us and enabled us to help people who are in danger. And my friends from Maldives are sitting here, so they provided us all the help at that time. And I hope we don't get into these things again, but if we do, then we need to work together to respond to all this. Thank you.
So thank you very much. So thank you very much. I think very aptly highlighted the new emerging challenges in which the underwater cables have taken a significance like a strategic asset of a country, because all the data is flying through it. I think we'll be hearing more about it Dr. Kirsten Buger is here. He has recently written a report on it under the UN Institute of Disarmament Research. And he has highlighted about 20 emerging challenges, and one of that is what you have talked about. So coming towards the next, I would like to take the question with the Admiral Saif, sir. Sir, the motto of your Navy is making the world a safer place. And Oman Navy, in pursuit of that, has been working with a lot of other navies in collaborative way. So we would like
outside territorial waters, it affects our prosperity. So that's mean we need more cooperation, more coordination, we need more formation. And that's where I am putting effort life and security centers, my Navy, try our allies, Yemen, through Atlantic cooperation with the operator in the area, genuine information, with the operator in the area, genuine information, and so with the operator in the area, genuine information, and so many
in Arabian Sea and in Arabian Sea and we have through our navies in the area This is known, and alhamdulillah, in the area. That's when it was smuggling, illegal. Immigrants from all emerged through the presence and corporations. So many countries and islands in the area, so it's an issue that should be raised, and getting smuggling with the fuel in the area. You want to see a fuel curve. I can say information between the navies in the area with all countries and prosperity and freedom of the navigation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Admiral. Saif, I think you at sea how to manage which the work collaborative mechanism. Thank you. Your country has a very unique Gulf of how do you perceive those pure views about
پاکستان کشور جنوب نمازی ممنونم از ایشون. جمهوری اسلامی اینکه خوب و زیبای امان که خب همون همسایه انرژی فسیلی جهان یا من دیرباز 9 آبراه راه خودش از حد نفتها خوب در این من بهش اضافه شد و از زبان عزیزان تکنولوژی امروز به طور خاص از زبان عزیزان تکنولوژی امروز به طور خاص خود حوزه‌های مختلف ایران در بخش برقراری امنیت دریایی برای کشتیرانی به صورت مستقل. اول کشتی‌های خود خودمون علاوه بر در شمال منطقه و کنار هم می‌کنند. خداست